Back in the kitchen, and we're here with Michelle from Lamers Dairy. Good morning, great to see you.
Great to see you.
Big year for you guys, big anniversary.
Yes, 100th anniversary.
Wow.
It's been a great year so far.
Congratulations.
Thank
we
you.
love using your milk and your cream on the show. They also do wonderful lemonades in the summer, and stop by, get ice cream for the kids, and you can actually kind of peek in and see how you guys do it. So get those
That's
city
right.
slickers, take them out and see how the whole dairy farm and all that works. Very cool.
And we now have a mural above the observation window of the 100-year history of Lamers Dairy. It's beautiful. We commissioned a mural artist, and it's fantastic. So it's up in the store.
Very neat. And like I say, kids love to kind of see, they don't know a lot of times where does milk come
That's
from
right.
and where does it all happen. And so, and really inexpensive, wonderful ice cream cones too. So perfect for a
Right.
day like today or a weekend like now. Okay, so we're going to take some of this great Lamers cream and milk and turn it into a couple of different recipes. This one, a nice fresh fruit tart, and the berries right now are fantastic.
It was great to see Angie washing, because that's exactly what I did this morning. I always do the vinegar and water solution, so that's really fantastic.
It is. It works great. So we've got fresh blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and we're going to make a wonderful cream in a tart shell. So put me to work here.
Okay, well, this is one of my favorite recipes, and I just returned from France. So I'm inspired, and we're going to lighten up a little bit because we're going to lighten the pastry cream with some whipped cream. So what we're going to start with is put a cup of milk of Lamers Dairy, whole milk.
Okay, in the glass jars. We love
That's
that.
right,
Okay.
into our pot, and then we're going to split a vanilla bean.
Will you show us how to do that? Because a lot of people,
sure.
most of us just use regular vanilla, vanilla extract, and
Grab my knife.
yep. And
Sure.
then, so this is. Can you buy these vanilla beans right at the grocery store, or do you need to get them at specialty places?
You can buy them at the grocery store.
Okay.
They're also available, at specialty stores like Penzeys or Williams-Sonoma.
Okay.
But what we're basically going to do is split it open like this. And you want a nice moist bean. And what you want to do is be able to scrape, got a little bit of strawberry on my knife, is open it up and scrape the seeds out, because that is where those little specks that you get that are so nice. This is kind of not cooperating very much. There we go. So
there
you can see, right. And then we're going to actually throw the whole shebang in. And this is in place of like your regular vanilla.
If you didn't want to go that extra step, oh boy, this smells good. Could you use a really nice vanilla extract, just a little bit of that? Okay.
Absolutely.
But boy, this is, like when you get vanilla bean ice cream and you see the little specks, which is my favorite, that's what they use in there.
Right.
So, if you really want to go all out, split the bean and get the seeds and the whole thing in there. Okay.
And then we're going to put about the recipe calls for a third a cup of sugar. Half is going to go in there.
Okay.
And half is going to go into our egg mixture.
Okay. So we're going to let this boil. Is that what
we're
we want to do?
going to bring that up to a boil. That's
Okay.
exactly what we want to do.
Okay.
And we can get a lot of beans in there. So then the next thing we're going to do is we put 2 egg yolks in here. And if you want to whisk those up, we're going to whisk them a little bit to lighten them.
Okay.
And we're going to add the remaining sugar that we have, the remaining of our 1/3 sugar.
Okay.
And I apologize, it's coming in that form.
No, it's fine.
So it's actually what, in French they call it blanchir, which basically blanche means to whiten. So we're going to whisk it till it whitens up a bit. And then we're going to add a little cornstarch and a little flour. And that, we will add our hot milk to it, our hot Lamers Dairy milk.
And that's going to make the wonderful pastry cream. So, all right, well, I'll let you keep whisking and I'll work on the heavy cream. Does that work?
That's right. Then
so
we want to make our chantilly cream, which is just a fancy French way of saying whipped cream. And basically what we're going to do is just add some powdered sugar.
Okay.
And some, which I have right here.
And one
and a little
container of the...
About 3/4 of it.
3/4 of it, okay.
Yeah.
This, you can see how thick and amazing
delicious.
this whipping cream is. The best whipping cream we've ever had, for sure.
Right.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add my cornstarch. We're multitasking here, Amy,
That's
aren't we?
okay. That's good. So this is the heavy cream and the powdered sugar, real cold. We just took it out of the fridge. Sometimes we'll put the bowl in the fridge or the freezer or the beaters in there just so it'll whip up nicely. You can see how light in color that's gotten.
Yes, it's starting to lighten the blanche. And then you'll see what happens when we... And this is kind of the same principle of making a pudding. And actually, if you're in a hurry, you could just take a pudding and lighten it with whipped cream to make your tarts quickly.
Okay, good tip.
But there's nothing like a French pastry cream.
Yeah.
So this is actually ready when we get our hot milk.
And do you want the milk actually boiling?
Just shy of it, so that's perfect. Yeah, it's kind of scalding, and I did make some in advance because you do want to refrigerate it after. So we're going to pour only about a third of it. Sorry, Annie.
That's fine.
And then what we want to do is try to whisk it right away because we don't want to cook our eggs.
So a little bit at a time.
Yeah, sorry. Got your finger there.
Nope.
You can smell the vanilla. Can you smell that?
Mm.
And it's great to take advantage of that farmer's market fresh fruit.
Do we want this at stiff peaks?
Yes.
Okay.
Alrighty, then I'm just going to put the rest of that in. And I'm going to strain my bean out. Mix that up. We're going to return it to the heat. You can add a little bit of vanilla to that if you'd like.
You bet.
And I'm going to trade places. And we're just going to, we want to strain out our vanilla bean. And we're just going to return this to the heat and thicken it like you do a pudding. So it's basically the same. Now, yeah, if you want to put a little of that in, yeah. And then what we're going to do is we want to cook this. It thickens up quite quickly because of the cornstarch in the flour. And I have a recipe for my favorite tart dough, and basically it's almost like a cookie, which is really nice. It stands up firm, and I'll just set this aside.
Or you could cheat and buy the pre-made.
Absolutely,
you know,
yeah.
Sometimes in a pinch, especially this summer, so busy, it seems like it's flying by. So go ahead.
So we can go ahead. I'm going to put that to the side because I did make some ahead.
Okay.
When that would thicken, you would want to pour it into into a container and cover it directly with the film. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some of the whipped cream, about a third of it, to the pastry cream here. And it doesn't matter if they commingle. And then you're going to want to fold that in and then add the remaining.
Okay. And you start with a little and kind of.
That's right. Just the whole idea, like when you're making a mousse or something, where you don't want to lose a lot of the height of it.
All right, we're about out of time, Michelle. So let's show us how you finish it up.
What we're going to do is you just put some into the tart and then decorate it as you wish with the fresh fruit.
And we've even got some kiwi here, so really pretty.
And you can use your imagination. And these tarts, I just love them in France. And you can put some raspberries. I'll do one too. And they just are gorgeous.
And then you refrigerate them until ready to?
Yeah, you want to let them firm up, but you want to serve them relatively soon because once, of course, you put fresh fruit in with anything.
Ooh.
So
pretty. Wow, these are fantastic. I mean, talk about a way to look like a rock star. A few extra steps, but it's worth it.
It's
really nice.
Yes, it's delicious.
Michelle's going to stick around and show us how to make a cool cucumber soup, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back.